Hello, hello, welcome. We are doing something new today, so hopefully it works. It's something that I grew up eating quite a bit, so let's hope I do it justice. It requires much pork and much egg. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it all in one portion, so I might have to go twice on the steaming because I don't actually have a big enough container to do this in. So we shall see. It's 4 eggs. I'm going to go 5 eggs. No, not 5, 6 eggs maybe, because there is quite a bit of pork. Who knows? I might go crazy and go 7. This is a very egg and pork situation. We'll see. We'll do 6, and then if I need an emergency extra, I will add it after. Carrot, onion, and most importantly, some woody mushroom and where are my mung bean noodles? So we've got all sorts going. It's a very Vietnamese dish. It's flavored with just a bit of fish sauce, salt and pepper and garlic, really. It's a very traditional dish. You usually have them with com tam, which is like a broken rice and pork chop kind of a dish. It's usually a side dish, but I love it so much. I want to make like a massive batch of it because really, let's be honest, it is absolutely delicious. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I just need to figure out what container I'm doing this in because, oh yes, that's why. Let me get some water boiling. So it's basically a massive steamed egg meatloaf, quiche meatloaf in between kind of a situation. Got some woody mushroom. I'm going to use the whole packet. I'm just going to crunch it in the packet because rather crank it up now while it's dry, and then just saves me for having to chop it up afterwards with a knife, saving effort where I can. Massive crunchy ASMR right now. Ow. It's kind of like stabbing me through the bag. So I'm just going to go through and give it a good brush so I don't have to deal with chopping it. I apologize if it's super loud. You know what? I literally have a rolling pin. Why don't I use my brain cells and not hurt my hands doing it? Wow, such intelligence. Are we crumbly enough? A bit more. Yeah, the mushrooms and the noodles require a bit of soaking to get them to good cooking consistency. So I'm gonna do just that. Pop our video mushroom in there. I'm gonna go through, check if there's any like massive pieces and just break them by hand. I'm okay with them being quite fine because they're gonna rehydrate and then not, you know, they're gonna be much bigger than they are right now. So I'm just gonna go through, just pick out any massive pieces, break them up by hand. Right, it's pretty good. And then I want 50 grams of noodleage, so about half of this packet. And that's also going into a container. Using this one over here. I suppose I could steam in here. Does this actually fit? Because if I can, I've got a glass container already. If this will fit, I mean, maybe. Because I have 2 layers on here. I suppose I could do. This is rated safe for 180. So I could. You know what? I'm gonna do top layer on this, bottom layer this, and I think that would do both. And hopefully I can use the entire batch in one go rather than having to split it into 2. Let's hope that goes well. Like, if it says it's rated safe, it's rated safe, right? You're like allowed to microwave stuff in this, so I'm gonna say let's cook it in there. Not the biggest fan of cooking stuff in plastic, but you know, I've had a fair share of heating stuff up in plastic stuff, so if I can even get into oh, and I broke it. Classic. I'm gonna go in. Oh, you're so tangled. Okay. Wow, this is really not cooperating. Oh wow, okay. Ah, chaos. Absolute chaos. They're all like tangled together, so I can't break them up in the bag. Please help. Send help. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Right. I just need half of you guys. So please let go. I've got noodles absolutely everywhere. Okay. You're 57 grams. So if I put the other half in, you should be closer. Noodles everywhere. Oh my god. Who let me in the kitchen? That'll do. Right, let's put this back in here before that causes any more issues. Please cooperate. Okay. In the bag. Back in. Shove that all in there. Hope you fit in the container. It's very much not currently fitting, but Just hoping that I just need to let it get to know each other, you know? Okay. We have hot water going into our woodier mushrooms. I will be soaking the noodles in cold water because we don't want that to like go all mushy and overcooked. Put that in there. You know what? I'm just going to let that soak for like 5-10 minutes and then turn it over the other way when the bottoms have had a soak. Also, I tell myself, right, I need a bowl, and my bowl is currently being occupied by my chicken that I marinated yesterday. So that's going into the rice cooker to cook now. So let me grab, just going to do a nice little steamed rice cooker chicken. Absolute unit these chicken breasts are. I've come to the conclusion I don't actually need to like ziplock these because I can just use the resultant juices as delicious stock anyway. So instead of sous videing it in the bag, I'm just going to sous vide it in the water, basically. It's going to be one garlicky rice cooker right there. Please chill out. I'm just going to get some water into... Why am I so dumb? It's literally hot water. Metal bowl. It's gonna be hot. So I'm just gonna fill up our rice cooker to max level on the warm water. Or you know, cover the chicken. Beautiful. I'm gonna set the rice cooker to rewarm. And that will bring it up to about 80 degrees usually. And then you can just hang out there for a bit. Well, I'll check it maybe like in 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes time and see where the water temperature is at. And if it hits around like 70-ish, I will switch it to keep warm. And then we'll just hang out in there for a bit. Right. Let's do the next bit. I think you're probably flexible enough to get into the water now. Almost. Just let that hang out for a bit. Need this bowl to be washed so we can proceed, because I only own one mixing bowl. So you gotta reclaim that. Alrighty. Let's continue. Right. We need to chop our veg, soak our noodles, get everything into here, and we'll be able to steam. So we will be reserving some egg yolks because we need them to top the the meatloaf. I don't know what to call it. I think it's more meatloaf than quiche, so I'm going to call it meatloaf. So I'm just going to scoot this over so I can make some space. So what happens is you put most of the eggs and the egg yolks into the mixture, but you reserve some of the egg yolks to layer on top afterwards. So you get this really lovely yellow layer on top. Don't have to do it. It's going to taste almost exactly the same whether you do it or you don't do it, but it's just a, you know, presentation thing. So I'm going to do it. I may want 2 onions, so I feel like 1 onion's not going to be enough for this whole thing. I have preemptively brought out the lawnmower in case I feel like using it, because I do want it to be quite a fine mince. So we'll see about that. The carrot is kind of not strictly traditional. Like, some people do it, some people don't. Like, it's not in like every single recipe. Whereas the noodles and the with your mushroom is an absolute must to go in. So that's the kind of vibe. And while the meatloaf is steaming, I will be making a little dipping sauce to go with it as well. And then I usually should be served with broken rice, and I do have broken rice. However, today I am not in the mood to cook broken rice, so I will just be using some rice I've got in the freezer because I'm like that. And then there's gonna be quiche for days, so I'm not too worried about running out of things to eat. So carrots are being zhuzhed. Watched fingies. To be fair, this way I can probably zhuzh. Oh no, I'll zhuzh them separately. I'll be good. Right, let's do some eggs because they need to be well combined before we add everything else, because that's kind of the base layer. The liquidness that holds everything together. Well, chopping board does not crack eggs. 1 egg. 2 egg. 3 egg. 4 egg. Oh my god, there's a shell. 2 shells. Rookie error. Let's rescue those guys out of there. No. Come on. You can do it. Get out of there. No one wants surprise crunch. And then the last 2, I'm going to just do yolks only and reserve the whites only, reserve the yolks. I'm going to do the wrong way around now. Wow. Great halving. This is some egg technique right there. Come on. Please don't break. Please don't break. And it broke. Good thing I'm not doing it wrong. Wow, this is like the most poorly broken egg. Oh. Let's do a little bit better this time, shall we? Oh my god, why are these eggs so hard to break? There we go. 2 eggs reserved for the top. Right, so we have trusty chopsticks to start toasting. I'm going to season up the egg mixture first, just so the flavors get to know each other. Tablespoon. So seasonings are going to be 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon pepper. So we have, oh god, there goes my couscous. Please don't spill everywhere. Thank fuck. Ah, look at me. Past me was so smart and taped up the couscous because she knew that it was gonna throw itself off a cliff just for me. Where is my sugar? Where is my sugar? Honestly, I just tidied my pantry and it's like an absolute shambles already. And I don't know how this happens every time. Is my sugar hiding from me? Have I just like shoved it in there somewhere? No, I can't find it. Absolutely. Or is it just right in front of my face and I can't see it? Or did I like put it somewhere else? What? Where did I put the sugar? Oh, I kind of run out of sugar. What? What sugar? No, sugar. Pasta. What sugar? Oh. Chicken is warm. I'm just gonna tempt the water. Oh, there it is. Hiding from the sugar. Just pop that there. Just gonna quickly tempt my chicken brewing water. We're sitting at like a chill 80 degrees, so that's gonna just hang out for like, let's say like an hour and a bit. Just to safely bring the whole thing up to temperature. So let's continue. Where was I? Sugar, 1 tablespoon of it. If I recall correctly, like this was quite nice, a little bit sweeter than expected. But I'm just going to follow the recipe and then next time I can adjust. I need to like not go completely free reign on the first time I make recipes. So I actually have a starting point. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Ooh, already going astray. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. Oh, sorry, camera's like wedged underneath over on top of the salt. Teaspoon. And as much black pepper as I can manage to crank. Just don't want the spoon to fall in. There's like no black pepper left in this. Let's see if I can top that up so I'm not like cranking for no reason. Right. Because this container, the weight of the black pepper kind of pushes the rest of the black pepper down. So when it's like really close to the end, it just like doesn't crank. Because because it's not heavy enough. So I'm just gonna pour these guys in first because, you know, it's doing such a dangerous thing doing this above the egg mixture. Concentration, you can taste it. Oh. One ended up in the batter, so someone's gonna get a crunch of black pepper. Back in we go. Is that like, you know how you get those French pastries with a little like bit of ceramic inside, king's cake or whatever? Is this like black pepper roulette version of it? Much better. We're actually cranking now, so gonna do 20 cranks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sure that's not half a teaspoon yet, but that's where my fucks to give runs out. I should probably try to rescue that. Oh, no, I've lost it. I've lost it to the ether. Oh. If I see it again, I will rescue it. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. No black pepper roulette for us today. Right, let's be smart and close this. Put that back in the pile of doom. So we have our egg mixture. We're just gonna go ahead and do our vegetables, and then we'll add our meat, and then we can get cooking. I'll just set a timer for the chicken because I'm inevitably gonna forget that, and I'm gonna have like very, very overcooked chicken tomorrow morning, and I inevitably remember that I had chicken in the rice cooker. Gonna set it for an hour for now. See what we get. Right, fine mincing carrots. Nice, mincy enough for me. Just get everybody into the bowl using my hands, because hands are the best tools you got. The carrot. I'm not gonna bother too much with scraping this out because I'm still gonna do the onions as well, and I can get cleaned up together. Oh, silly bot, go away. My hands are too dirty right now to touch screen, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to let it time out. See its way out. And then I'm going to chop the onions roughly, so I can put those through the lawnmower as well. In they go. Throw everything everywhere. Again, the lawnmower. This time should be easier. Should be good. Are we minced? We're pretty minced, if you ask me. In we go. Should have kept that spoon. We're going in with our finely minced onion. Sorry for the loud scraping. That's done. Let's quickly scrape the top as well. Nice. That spoon can just hang out there for a second. Let me pull it out for assistance. Right. We have lovely egg mixture coming along. And we will start chopping up, well, draining our noodles and chopping them up. Ooh. And skin everywhere. Just going to give this a quick rinse so we don't have oniony noodles. Not that it really matters because it's all going to get cooked anyway. Right. Let's pull these noodles out. You know what, let's let those go second. Just drain out these mushrooms. I crushed them up quite a bit, but they're still not very fine, so I am going to... Oh. I am going to give them a rough chop with the knife. I don't think it will fare well in the chopper, so I'm just gonna get these out on the board and then give them little... Oh, look at that, that's such good sounds. I'm an ASMR streamer now. Just need to make sure to get my hair on this though. Forgot to tie my hair up to like a bun, so we now have hazardous potential hair and food situation. Because every time it like falls off my shoulder, it is right at risk of getting into the food. Right. Off my hands into the soup. Good soup. There we go. This gives it a really lovely texture because I feel like more Western quiches need to do something like this because like sometimes quiches are all just like one texture and like it's not particularly appetizing. Everything feels the same, you know? Right. Here we go there. Let's get the rest of these guys out of here. And then we'll cut up the noodles. Then last but not least, we can get onto the pork. drain the water off the noodles. We want to not have any excess water in the quiche because we do not want soggy eggs. Just gonna go really gently because these noodles are deciding to fly off everywhere. Maybe like scissoring them straight into the egg mixture was a better idea. Who knows? So the reason why we don't want these noodles to be overcooked is that you want it to absorb some more water as it steams, because that's kind of what stops the eggs from going soggy after being steamed, because this will essentially absorb the extra kind of pork juices and egg juices. And because this is kind of maybe only like 20% hydrated, this is still quite crunchy as far as noodles go. Like, you wouldn't eat this as is. It definitely needs cooking. But then that means that it can absorb some of the excess water off the quiche as it cooks. In it goes. These are mung bean vermicelli glass noodles. Got many different names. So in they go. Right, so that's all of our vegetable elements in. And now we get to do the pork. It's a massive bit of mushroom there. Oops. So, the time is done for the fun bit. Let's get our pork in. Ooh, I haven't chopped any garlic. Hold up. Hold up. I forgot to put garlic in. How could I? 3 cloves of garlic. Of course, I will be using my koji because if I can get away with not having to chop garlic, I will. I'm gonna go 2 spoons. It's about 3 cloves worth of garlic going in. I mean, can't really go wrong with too much garlic, in my professional opinion. So it's gonna go get mixed in as well. Get that fully incorporated. And here's our pork, just from my local shop. Once this is in, I will be getting in with my hands. Oh my god. Wow. That could have ended badly. Good thing it all landed in the pot. Right. Wash your hands. And then I'm just going to go grab a glove to get mixing into I've got nails and ain't about getting raw meat under my nails. Hello Phoenix, welcome. I'm just doing a little I'm doing a Vietnamese steamed egg quiche meatloaf, don't know what to call it, dish. Oh, pork is deciding to escape the bowl. So yeah, it's a very traditional Vietnamese dish. It's called trứng. trứng hấp, I think that's steamed egg. Trứng, what did I call it? Trứng chả hấp, that's right. Chả means like sausage or like a meatloaf. A meat that's kind of like a meatloaf consistency is chả. And then basically mixing it with egg, and this gets steamed. This is very cold. Why is the pork so cold? I don't know. So just going in and emulsifying everyone together. I really hope these fit in the container because I've got 2 containers that I've kind of scrounged. Oh my god, the pork is so cold. I'm actually getting like frosty fingers. I had it out the entire time to come up to temperature, and it is still so cold. So just gonna, oh my god, my hair is gonna be a hazard. Yeah, it's usually, in my humble opinion, it's a main dish, but it's usually served as a side dish. I don't know if you ever had com tam, which is the broken rice and pork chop, grilled pork chop dish. It's quite a common breakfast food in Vietnam, but it's usually served as a side dish to that. I love it so much that I often order it as like a main. I just order two lots of it. Just skip the pork, go straight for the egg. So I am manifesting my desires and making a massive batch of it. Yeah, it's always my favorite part of having com tam, and I was like, you know what? I'm an adult now. I can just have this as the main dish. I don't have to have it as a side. So I'm just going through and making sure the pork is well and truly mushed, because we really want it to be kind of meatloaf consistency. So this has, yeah, well, in Vietnam, this is considered egg. Like this has got 6 eggs in. So to the Vietnamese, this is considered an egg dish, even though it is half meat. So like normally for com tam, you would have like a sunny side up, just a fried egg with your pork chop, but like some places will do different types of eggs. So some will do like a boiled egg, like a braised egg, and they will also have this, which is a steamed egg, but is also obviously very meaty at the same time. So I never felt the need to have the pork chop if I've had this as well. Rightfully so, because it's half meat. So I'm just gonna check that everyone is incorporated in. So yeah, lots of egg, fish sauce, sugar, salt, pepper is all that it's seasoned with, bit of garlic. And then we've got, I've just chucked in some carrot because a little bit of color is always nice. Carrot is not necessary. Some recipes call for carrot, some don't. Onion and vermicelli noodles. So these are just rehydrated with a bit of water. So not cooked through, just they're still very much crunchy. And wood ear mushroom is in here. We want the noodles to be not cooked because the noodles are actually going to absorb any excess juice that come out. So that's how these don't end up soggy. Let's see how we're doing in terms of volume, because I have a feeling that I might be like, oh, you know what? I might have done perfect amount of volume control. So I've got a double steamer. So I've found this container, which fits perfectly. And I've also found this container that fits perfectly. This is a plastic container, but it is rated, as it says on the back, to 120 degrees, 140 degrees. So that should be fine for the purposes of this. because we're steaming this, so it should not exceed 100 degrees. So I'm going to trust the manufacturers and go with that. So we're going in with, let's shovel this way so we can have more. Right, we are gonna go in with, I just want to weigh it so I have a rough idea of how much this actually makes. Because next time I do this, I'll probably just halve the recipe because this is gonna make a lot. I'm just gonna shove it in so there's no air bubbles anywhere. And this won't expand very much or anything, so you can fill it relatively to the top. Just the important thing is that there's no air, because it would not be basically want solid pattyage. And keep going. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm kind of more comfortable putting, because like the alternative would have been to use this container twice because I don't have another container that fits nicely. So I'm just gonna say, you know what, I am willing to trust the Japanese manufacturers on what they say is allowed. And I'll put the glass one on the bottom so it gets the more direct heat, and then the plastic one on top because the glass is going to take a bit longer to come up the temperature anyway. That's 603 grams of meat in there. Just gonna see where the other one gets to. I may adjust if necessary. Ooh. How was my guesstimating? Try get to about 600. Oh, you know what? I was almost bang on with my halving, because that's the amount left, so I just need to add those to both sides, I think. So yeah, just gonna, I'm doing a very strategic hair let down the side, because if I'm like not careful, it's gonna end up in the food. I did not think this through before we started. So yeah, we are leveling this out nicely. So that's basically it, perfectly halved. So I'm just going to add yay much to this side. I don't know how, but like this already smells incredible. Like it's just the like fish sauce garlicness coming through. I'm gonna try and make the middle a little bit lower than the edges because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the middle will expand more than the edge. I can't remember where I saw that, but I'm gonna just try and go middle in, and then just get the rest of that in here. Just gonna press it down to the edges. This is like filled it perfectly. So now I know that if I make a half batch, it would fill one of these containers perfectly. And that would be a nice portion rather than having two of these. Right, we are done. Glove can go. We can. The lasagna turned out great. The portions are in the freezer now, but I have been reliably told by husband that It's the best lasagna that I've made so far. It's one step away from restaurant quality, in his words. So I'll take that. Don't know what the extra step is. I think it just needs what I needed to do was season the base a bit more, because I had to do a lot of like post seasoning because I just fully forgot to like well season it while it was simmering. So I had to season it after it was done, which is probably not a bad thing, because then you don't end up with like something too salty. But I think I could have done it. It could have done with being more seasoned while it was cooking. I feel like that it wasn't quite penetrated, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna wet my baskets so they do not burn. Not that steam can burn, but you just good practice to keep good steamer basket health. Oh, there's no water in the steam using nothing. This is gonna steam for about 20 minutes, and then we will open up, and then we will layer the top with the extra egg yolks to give that iconic layering effect. It's very much a aesthetic thing, I feel, rather than it being it's probably a little bit of flavor thing, so you get like a eggy, like a yolky taste direct. So please go. It's all wetted, so just gonna wait for our water to come up to a boil, and then we shall layer up and let it steam. Stir right up. Let's get this going, and then and then once that's all in, I am going to make a quick little fish sauce situation. I do have some broken rice, but my rice cooker is currently occupied by chicken, so I will just use frozen rice today. We have many meals to be had with these, so I'm not too fussed about it being we'll just have it with regular rice today, and then we'll have it with broken rice tomorrow or some other time. Water is coming up to a boil. We are having good bubblage. So let me just scoot down so we can be on boiling water watch now. Good boiling going on. Just double check that everything I was meant to put in here has gone in. Yep. Right, so we have baskets going on. First layer is going to be our glass. I'm just conscious that the meat is very cold, so I might just kind of see how it goes on the time, because I feel like if the meat's too cold, it's not gonna like cook as quickly as I want it to. So see, that fits just right. So going up in there, and we're gonna go 20 to start. We'll give it a poke and see how cooked the meat is, and then we shall go from there. Right, now that we have good everything set up, I am going to proceed with fish sauce making. This time I will be, sounds very vigorous. Let me just turn that down. Water is boiling no matter how vigorous it is, so let's not have it too deathly. Where are my garlics gone? I've lost my cloves of garlic. What? Oh yeah, I put them in here for safekeeping. Gonna go 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I don't have lime juice, so it's gonna be lemon, bit of chili, etc. So out comes our garlic. Haven't chopped the garlic in ages because, oh my god, that's 1 clove. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my god. What? It's a 15-gram clove of garlic. What on earth? This could this could murder a small child. You hit his throat, right? Look at that. It just came out of a clove of garlic. I feel like this is 3 cloves of garlic in 1 clove. So this is gonna go in raw, so I am not going to actually do 3 cloves of this garlic. I feel like that would be a little bit too much garlic. It is going in raw, so I will spare us from the anti-vampire breath. I will do my best to slice these as thin as possible. It's so big. What on earth are they feeding the garlics in Aomori? Like, I've just done like 1 slice of this, and it's already like one clove's worth of regular garlic. What are they putting in these things? I am probably gonna put my knife through it, the whole thing again, once I've done a fine dice on them, because these are like hefty. They're like chunky. So I'm just gonna give everyone a really thorough dicing. Don't know if you can even see this behind the steamer basket. Well, can't really see it because the garlic's the same color as the chopping board, but you get the idea. There is much garlic going on. And then we have, I am cheating on the lemon juice because I had some like bottled lemon juice left from a different recipe that I did, so I'm just gonna use that. Because, you know, cheat while you can. Probably definitely not the same, but what can you do? I don't want it to go to waste, so. And it's just like tiny bit of lemon juice has been sitting in my fridge for the last like week, so I should probably use it. Look at this pile of garlic for just that 1 garlic. Right. Give it another thorough mincing. We had like a fire evacuation drill today, and I fully forgot. We've been warned that it was going to happen because, you know, I don't know. I feel like drills shouldn't be announced because, like, what's the point? But we were told about it, and then I fully forgot that it was happening until like 5 minutes before because they did a warning announcement saying we're about to start a drill, and then I was literally in bed, and I was like, shit. So I quickly get dressed. So I did not have to, you know, attend evacuation drill in my pajamas. That was a wake up and a half. Probably just outing the type of time that I wake up normally. But then, like, I live on the top floor of this building, and we're obviously not allowed to use the lift, so I had to go all the way down. That was pain. Right, we have relatively minced garlic, as minced as I care to have it minced. So, going in. Oh, fully drop that. Good thing it's back on the board. Scoop you all up. Does that look like one clove of garlic's worth of garlic to you? Because that is one clove of garlic. Wow. Gonna go in with chili flakes. Very gentle with these ones because they are spicy. Oh, I can smell it. I do not care to be brave today. So just a tiny bit of garlic going in, and then we are retrieving our spoon from earlier, and I've forgotten how much of everything else already, so let me go find my notebook. Right, how much are we doing? We are doing 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 fish, 2 lime. Right. Oh, I'm running low on my special palm sugar. I don't use palm sugar for anything else but making fish sauce because I thoroughly believe that it does make a difference. It's just not the same. Oh no. Oh no, this might be the last batch. One. Might have to go back home and steal some more. Mum has a massive bag at home, so oh my god, please. Oh, perfect. As if it was meant to be. To be fair, I'll probably decant the mixture back in there once I'm done with this. Oh, and we are doing 3 fish. I keep overfilling because I have no dexterity. And we're going 2 lemon, lime. Don't even know if I have 2 tablespoons. I do. Actually, like perfectly 2 tablespoons. So push all of our garlic down into the mixture. And this is meant to be topped up with 1/2 cup of water, but I like to actually like leave this in this state and then kind of mix the water in like at the table side, because this is a lot. Like it's gonna make what the cup of water on top of this is like gonna make that much sauce. I do not need all of that for now. So I will probably decant some in here, and then so yeah, and then that means that you can like keep the concentrate in a little jar and then make batches of sauce later. So just making sure all the sugar has dissolved. See, give it a taste. Well, you know what? I think we're pretty close. So this has made actually perfectly a half cup of no, actually, it's actually not going to make that much more. So I'm going to make the sauce up. Ready? Perfect. So now we have our little dipping sauce. Oh, yum. I think I was almost bang on with that. I like this recipe. I've decided. I'm going to add a touch of sweetness. I do prefer a slightly sweeter sauce. I'm going to go in with like half a tablespoon of agave because I don't have any more regular sugar left. So I want this to be drinkable. A good fish sauce, dipping sauce, I feel needs to be drinkably good, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Has my camera gone fuzzy again? I don't know why I keep saying this. It is. I'm turning into Minecraft Villager again. I don't know why I keep saying this. I think actually a bit more water. It's a little bit strong now. I'm going to go in with a touch more water. I have now no track of how much I've added to this. Doing now. A bit more. Because I want this to be like drizzle, like drinkable. So I don't want it too salty. What are we doing now? I'm aware that the garlic and the chilies will take a second to bloom. You know what, might as well just take it the rest of the way to exactly a quarter cup extra. I'm getting there. I can never get it the same as the shops. I feel like they might be adding magic powders into the shop ones because like I can never get it to taste the same. Maybe I'm not choosing the right fish oil. Who knows? Right. Might as well shove that in there. Just gonna leave that there so all the flavors get to know each other. Because obviously, currently, you know what? I might actually warm this up gently because I don't trust the garlic to lose its bite. So I probably should have done it with warm water. That would have done it. It's gonna go 30 seconds on in the microwave, just so it's like warm, so it just starts taking. No, in Vietnam, it's in the street foods and all the places, all the fish sauce is drinkably good. I have a feeling that my fish sauce is to be fair, I just used like bottled lemon juice. That's step one of going absolutely wrong. I should be using fresh lemons. They use limes, and they also like it's just a different kind of lime. I feel it just tastes so much more fresh. So that's probably mistake number 2. Like my fish sauce is Vietnamese fish sauce, but it's like the mass marketed, you know, the fish sauce that's made it out to export fish sauce. Okay, that tastes a bit better. So, got 3 minutes left on our pork. So hopefully, I'm gonna go pop this back. So yeah, what does this taste too much of? It just tastes a bit too like. To be fair, now that I've warmed it up a bit and the garlic is not so like in your face, it is closer. I don't know. Maybe it's just the magic of eating out in Vietnam that does it. It could just be that. And the fact that I just keep going back in for more tastings is probably saying that it's pretty drinkable. Just gonna go. Got 20 minutes left on my rice cooker chicken. I haven't really checked in on it, so 20 minutes and it'll be an hour in there, so I'll give it a check once that time has gone off. See, like, this bag rips in the most unfortunate way. I can't really, like, go back up to, like, close. Which means I'm gonna have to do vermicelli very, very imminently so this doesn't go off. I literally just bought a new bag of bag clips because I'm running out of bag clips. It's the most like useless bag clip in the history of bag clips. Balance it in there, like the rest of the stuff. Right. Oh, there goes. I think I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water to this egg because I just don't feel like there's going to be enough egg to go around. So just loosening that up. Right. Let's, without hurting ourselves, see how we're doing on the cook. You look like you're not quite cooked through. But I'm gonna check you anyway. You're looking pink still. I want this to be basically done. Yeah, no, you're soft. Done around the edges. Okay. I can only assume the same for the bottom layer. So I'm just gonna check visually. Oh. Well, to be fair, you're more cooked. Not quite there yet. So I'm going to do a swapperoo and let them go for another, I'm going to say another 10 minutes before we, I think just the bottom one is that little bit hotter because we're getting, you know, the circulation. So I'm just going to swap these guys over. Oh, why are we not fitting? No. The heat is like made them like not want to tessellate back. Oh my god, I'm gonna drop this. Oh my god, why? This is not like, this is not wanting to like. Why is the basket? Okay, we're in. Okay. Are we in? Yes, we're in. My goodness. I feel like we're not level. Oh, that was close. We're gonna go in for another 10 because it just feels like it needs that much. I'm just gonna have this egg mixture on standby for a little bit longer. Honestly, that was scary. It could have gone so badly. Just hot pork juice everywhere. Anywho, we have survived the ordeal. Just gonna keep stirring this fish sauce until it feels good. And that's gonna actually time really well with the end of the chicken. So perfect, because once the 10 minutes is done, the egg yolk layer is going in, and then we will then do another 5 minutes just so the egg, this layer sets up. And yeah, then that will be the end of that, and we can cut into it for the grand reveal. Oh, I've not got any vegetables. There's plenty of vegetables in there, to be honest. I kind of feel like I should do some vegetables. Oh yes, I have some spinach. I'll do some little quick spinach on the side. And yeah, we shall have solid needs to stop touching stuff. I will be fine. Nothing is going to collapse. I need some water. I'm so thirsty. Oh, my water bottle is very, very full. Therefore, I've not drunk enough water today. I'm just wondering how big the containers the people in the recipes are using, because I've literally followed a recipe for like 500 grams of pork and 6 eggs and all that sort of stuff, That's like 2 of those containers. I was like, how big are these steamer baskets? Because like they're not like super deep. I'm just thinking like, how massive are these containers that they're putting them in? Anywho, I should probably tidy up. I can't be bothered to. I very much feel like this is a problem for future me, but I shall at least bin stuff. I mean, what, 7 minutes? It's not long enough to do all this washing up, really. So I'm just gonna tell myself that it's not enough time to do the washing up. So I'm just gonna like shove into the sink, and it will be a problem for another time. So I can tell myself. I will leave the knife doesn't even need to be out. Let's shove everything into the sink. Just move these guys over here. So a bit of a wipe down. These 2 containers are going to be fish sauce storage. So I'm no doubt going to need both of those. The water can just go over here. Right. This is needing to be finished. Right. Clean for now. Shall deal to the sink later. Husband's having a late day on work today. He should be home in maybe 5-10 minutes. So actually, I've planned this out pretty solidly as far as timing dinner goes. How are we going on the flavor meld? It's getting better. See, it just needed a little bit of je ne sais quoi. I am going to be a bit more bold with the chili though, because I feel like the chilies would have done their thing by now. That's not quite as spicy as I'd like it to be. Oh. Hopefully that is not a mistake. His husband on his way home, probably. Let them get to know each other. 5 more minutes on the steamer. Let me go check on our chicken actually. Because that's apparently been going an hour. Just make sure our chicken is thoroughly cooked. What's the internal temperature for chicken breast again? I think it might be there. I think we are there actually. It's like 60 something for 70, 75. We're hitting 70 in our chicken, so yeah. Let that hang out in sous vide for a bit longer. 74. Is that for sous vide or is that for like regular cooking chicken? Because it's like 65 for an hour, no? Or like 65 over a course of X amount of time. What's the water? Yeah. The water's at a good temperature as well, so I'm just gonna let that. Oh, we have an intruder. Welcome back. I hope it does. I've never made it before. But the oh, you'd like my surprise? I bought donuts. I bought more donuts. More old fashions, yeah. Same. A little bucket of rice, frozen rice, to be defrosted in a moment. I'm gonna pop that in once we do our next batch of egg yolking, and then it's all gonna come together very, very quickly once that happens. Let me chop up some spinach for consumption. I have no containers anywhere. I swear like all my containers are being used. Maybe I need to get more containers. It's one of the things, never ending cycle of needing more containers and then like having too many containers. Is it cold outside?
11 degrees, 2 degrees.
Ooh, that's a bit chilly.
I saw a guy having a video call.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm just streaming. Maybe.
I mean, you can talk to me if you want. Husbando's been hard at work. Mm. So I'm just gonna. Oh, these are some very like fine spinaches. Right. Is that gonna be enough? Do like extra bundle for good luck because spinach disappears into nowhere. Right. Take 2 on our chicken, pork rather. How are we doing? Still not as hot as I'd like you to be. Like the texture around the edges feels right, but it's still too soft in the center. You want like full setting. Maybe I haven't timed this perfectly after all. Let me check the top one. Are you more done? Yeah, no. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go another 10 again just to be safe because I don't want it to be underdone. Just checking that we still have enough water in the bottom. Not really. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna lift up the I'm gonna lift up the steamer basket. Could you pour in some water into the, please? Ready? Just the whole thing. Whoa. Yeah, just needs more water.
Did I cook?
You're cooking. Well done. You have contributed greatly. Just make sure we're not gonna fall off the edge. Thank you. This can go in the bin, to be fair. Exactly. This wasn't going as much as I'd like it to be. And nobody wants undercooked pork or undercooked egg, so I'm gonna be safe than sorry. All right, let me just wash my spinach. Just like avoid dropping things into the sink. Just gonna cut my spinach with scissors because I'm Asian. Just chop the bottoms off. Wash. And then I'm just gonna cut to size. I hear it going vigorously. I will make this. I will make this bit, I say. I spill half the spinach onto the kitchen. Probably should have gone for the bigger one, but I have faith in the shrinking ability of spinach. Come on, get in there. I'm just using one of the rice containers because it's got like that little steamer meshy thing on the inside, and that's gonna nicely steam our spinach. So we're now delayed by another 7 minutes, but that's okay. So it's gonna be maybe 15 minutes. Is that okay? Husband is straight onto the games. What are you playing today? Oh, is this Temtem? Still better than Pokemon?
In some ways, yes.
So my kitchen was so clean a moment ago, and now I've made a mess again. Let's have another taste test of our fish sauce. This is when it's become way too spicy because I decided to add the extra spice. You know what? It's still good. It's still safe. Something addictive about it. Like, honestly, I always tell my mother this. I'm half Japanese, half Vietnamese. But if I had to pick between fish sauce or soy sauce to have for the rest of my life, I'd pick fish sauce. You would too. Husband agrees. What would be your one sauce that you keep for the rest of your life? Ketchup. Man's just gonna say ketchup. I don't know. Ketchup is not diverse. Mayo. Oh. Mine's definitely fish sauce. I will die by fish sauce. Drown me in fish sauce. Turn me into fish sauce. When I die, turn me into fish sauce. Feed my ashes to the anchovies. At least he didn't say brown sauce.
I love brown sauce.
He does like brown sauce. Chisel. Yes, brown sauce is the color brown. It's otherwise known as HP sauce. It's like if, yeah, but people call it HP sauce. It's like Worcestershire sauce, but thick and sweeter. Or British, and it's like, if you know what Japanese like tonkatsu sauce is, it is like a distant cousin of like, it's a distant cousin of this stuff. It's a delicious Japanese brown sauce. Oh my god, do I? Yeah, here we go. In Japanese, it's literally called chuno sauce, which is medium, like thick, but like as in like the darkness of something. Medium dark sauce is literally the name of this stuff. Otherwise known as bulldog sauce, because the bulldog brand is the truly loved one. But yeah, this is the stuff they make yakisoba with. This is the stuff they put on top of okonomiyaki. It's the stuff they put on top of takoyaki. It is the Japanese soul sauce to some. I always find it a bit too like in your face for my liking. But HP sauce is kind of its like less refined cousin. Right, 3 more minutes, hopefully, on the steaming. Chisel, I catch you up on what I've been cooking. I've been cooking. I mean, the steamer is beige, if anything. It's garlic colored. If I put a clove of garlic on here, it'll disappear. I'm making a Vietnamese steamed quiche meatloaf hybrid situation. It's usually a side dish, but I'm an adult now, so I can eat it as a main dish. If you've ever had tom tam, which is the broken rice and pork chop, they often serve it as a side to that. I always found it better than the pork chop itself. So now that I'm an adult, I can cook copious amounts of it. I really should have like tested the recipe first before committing full steam ahead, because steam. Oh, I'm tired. I'm clearly tired because there is a lot of quiche meatloaf in here. Each there's 2 layers here, and each container has like 670 grams of mixture in it. So I've got over 1.5 kilos of meatloaf. I'm sure some of it gets lost to moisture, but for all intents and purposes, I've got 1.5 kilos of meatloaf in here. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is not very vegetable-y, right? Here we go again. Oh, you're hot. Remove a layer at a time. So let's move things so we don't have we make sure we have clear. Oh, to be fair, much more promising now. Yeah, see, like the edge texture is much better. Yeah, I'm gonna say, especially once we put this on, we're going for another I don't think I'm gonna have enough egg white. It is bleeding. It is very juicy. It's gonna go for another 5 minutes with this on top. So it's gonna mix our egg yolk into this. I really don't feel like I've got enough. This is a very moist meatloaf, to be fair. It's got a lot of vegetable and woody mushroom. Yeah, shush. I'm cooking dinner at like 9:15 because I knew husband was going to be on a long one today. I wanted the food to be fresh. So egg layer is on. We put this. Oh no, it's not gonna. Are we on? Okay. Oh, this one's really decided to. Yep, we're definitely cooked there. So we're gonna go in. You're even gonna fit? I don't think we're gonna fit. This is like right up to the edges. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision to not. See, I can't even like. Okay, no, I'm gonna have to be so careful now. Oh, oh, I'm already spilling shit everywhere. Oh, squats, squats. I'm pretty sure that I did not get away with that. Everybody is allowed to go to sleep, you know. Everybody just wants to see what on earth I'm making. Right. Gonna very carefully put this. Oh my god, this is so gonna spill everywhere. Oh. Oh, wow. That could have been so bad. Right. Back on for another 5. Sing your bedtime song. Trust me, do not want to hear my singing. Don't laugh. The husband just chuckles in the corner. You're like, no, you do not. Get our rice going. You should look up, go to fuck to sleep. Narrated by Samuel. I mean, what could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Is that your go-to audiobook then? See, my camera just insists on turning me into a Minecraft villager, and I don't know why. Let's try again. Are we... Yeah, no, we're looking horrendous. Let's try again. I don't know. If we will get better. This is the second time I've had to reboot this camera. It's better. It's not great. I don't know why. Why does my technology hate me? Right, I can actually start thinking about serving up. We bought these new bowls from a pottery market. I don't know if I mentioned going to a pottery market, but a nice little like rimmed, like semi-deep bowls. But the really cool thing is, I don't know if you can tell from the shape, but it's got a slightly curved inwards lip. Use a wooden spoon. So like when you're like chasing your food into the corner, it flops back into your spoon. I just found that so smart because like, you know, in like a regular bowl, especially if you're eating like a rice and, you know, curry dish type thing, you're like forever like chasing your last like remnants of food around your plate because you know want to use your fingers and stuff. But this, it's been made so that the lip curves ever so slightly back inwards. So like the food flops back into your spoon. And that's just the most genius thing I've ever seen. And I was like, wow, I'm pretty sure it's like made for kids because, you know, save the kids from chasing their food around the plate, but just as good for adults. Like Ezekiel's 25. Too fair. A good hymn always gets you. And I'm turning into a villager again. I don't know why. Yes. Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, bye. We're so close to being done. Why is my phone hating life right now? Please stop. We have beeped. Let's reveal if my footage even wants to come back. Oh, hello. Okay, we're back. Yeah, definitely overflowing on one loaf. Overflowing big time, but that's all right. Better off just. Oh, my glasses. Why is my? I need to do something about this camera. This is not good enough. My fingies are too hot. Ta-da! Well, really what I really need to do is get them out of the steam basket. Okay, let me try once more. Why does it hate me so much? Honestly, I need to change the software I'm using because it's not the first time. Okay, it's good for now. Let's get this done quick. Right, we have one. I need to try and like fish this out of here somehow. Not to get my manky cloth touching, like using my nail to like hook onto the edge of this container. Oh my god. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god. Oh, safe. Like hanging onto the container like this. Right, since that one actually has some headroom, I'm going to opt to save this one for later because you will actually close, whereas this one, the lid's not going to close. So I need to somehow rescue this out of there without spilling it everywhere. Which is easier said than done. Do I have tools I can use to assist? That's definitely too hot for my fingies. Am I? No, I'm not that brave. I just gotta go much finger pressure. Oh, okay. We out. Right. Put that back on. You have the proper tools. Oh, good to know that the tools exist. Right. Just gonna let it hang out for a second, just reabsorb all the water. Or else will just be way too jiggly. We can serve up our rice and spinach in the meantime. Pop that out. Pop that out. Thank you so much for joining us. I shall see you next time. And that's fair enough. But yeah, it's all done. I shall post a picture on the Discord when I actually have a nice cross section to show you guys. No problem at all. See you next time. Oh yes, we actually have good texture going through.
Thank you for the stream. More like thank you for the steam. Am I right?
Wow. I'm hoping that this egg will play nice and actually release from the container when coaxed. So we shall see.
I said, instead of thank you for the stream, I said thank you for the steam.
I think we're all very tired at this point from the very... You're just hungry. Yeah, well, clearly. Tired and hungry. Let's get some rice dished up. Rice is still cold for some reason, probably because I put spinach in there as well. Oops. Let's give that an extra minute. Let's see if I can successfully get this out of the container. We have two mics, he's just decided to not wear it. Don't put this on me. I have two mics that came in the set of mics. He has every ability to put on a mic. Oh yes, beautiful. And then ideally I'd like cut this into thirds, so like it's actually lying sideways. But I think this particular one is probably not gonna, oh, you know what? You're laying sideways. Don't know if, oh, we're back to Minecraft again. I'm just gonna have to post a picture later because this is just not a vibe. Just had enough of this silly program. It was good. It was good while it lasted. So we. This is looking good though. I'm so excited to eat this. Like, I can just smell my childhood just raging past. Right. Hello. Yes, I know my camera's shit at the moment. It's been just playing up all stream, and I just need to get a new setup because I am sick and tired of it. But I will get a new setup for next time, I think. It's the end of the stream now, so I'm just gonna tolerate it for the time being. And then I'll deal to it next time. That's what I've decided. See, it's like acceptable for like 2 minutes, and then it like turns me into Minecraft a minute later. So I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I will definitely fix the camera for next time. I'll find a new program to link my phone, because yeah, I don't know why it's deciding to not play nice. It's spin it. Oh, see, it's gone again. Like, I don't understand. It just makes no sense. Just gonna go in with our spinach on the side. Just some steamed spinach. Nothing fancy. Right. Ah, see, like, it's gone again. Well, I apologize for the poor ending of the stream. Here's Minecraft egg. Join the Discord for actual pictures of this, because it just looks like a blob. Honestly, I swear to God. Anywho, we're gonna go eat this now. It's 9 o'clock. It's definitely time for food. Thank you so much for joining, and sorry for the stream being so crunchy. I will try fix it for next time. Follow along for more streams. Join the Discord for actual pictures so you can actually see how beautiful this dish is. Thank you, bye!